Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hot Dog Hour. I fucking hate that intro. God, I fucking hate that intro. Let's try cool. Let me try cool. Hold on. What's up? It's a Hot Dog Hour. I don't even care. I'm usually like at the bank or like at, working out. I wonder if fate is real. Like, do we have true agency over ourselves, or is all this predetermined? Is the universe, God, the simulation? Like, I've tried my whole life to be cool. I'm starting to think it may not be my fate. In high school, I tried so hard to be good at sports, right? I tried out for all these sports teams. I had to set alarms on my phone so I would remember to watch a sports game so I could talk about the sports game the next day. I tried out. I'm Jewish. I have a Jewish mother. I can't throw or catch things. So that wasn't in the cards for me either. But I tried. I tried to use my agency. Most of this life makes no sense at all. And sometimes everything falls into place so perfectly, it has to be written. And then I believe in fate. But I also believe in chaos theory. I've seen a lot of pigeons die in the street for no reason at all. And that's what I want to explore today. What is this life, right? What is fate real? Are things predetermined? Do we have the agency to change it? Or is life like a reality show where we have an extemporaneous outline and you get there any way you feel appropriate? Either way, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, I have two very special, very important guests with me today. The first guest is a Brooklyn born and raised comedian. She ran away from home to grow her wings and fly, okay? She performs in top clubs across the city, across the country. She is the recipient of the 2018 Ladies of Laughter Award, and she has toured and opened for comics like Chelsea Handler. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Olga Namer!
Yeah.
See, she's very humble, and she's very humble. That's why we love her. That's why we love her. Olga, great to have you here. Don't be afraid to clap for yourself.
Thank you for having me.
Clap
for you. Thank you for having me.
This next guest, listen. This next guest is a true maverick of the times. Okay, he's a selfless leader whose sole motivation is laughing. His sole motivation is laughs, gas, or ass. Okay. He's an accomplished comedian. He tours the country. He tours the city, and he's open for some of the biggest names that you've ever heard. Okay, so sit down in your seat. I see you standing up in the back there. Most importantly, he will be performing alongside myself and Elon Musk at the upcoming Riyadh Comedy Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. You know him, you love him. He's a Hot Dog Hour regular, Sean Reilly.
Thank you. Stop. Please stop. Stop.
Keep going.
Stop.
Keep going.
Stop. I said stop. Alex, you didn't get my updated bio, I guess. I sent you my.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your updated? Please fill in the blanks.
Well, it's too late.
It's too late. I've ruined it. Do you want to leave?
The new bio it should be in your email. It has a lot. I'm actually a Supreme Court justice now.
Oh, you're a Supreme Court justice.
So that's
now talk about a twisted turn of fate, huh? Talk about a twisted turn of fate.
I'm a partner at a law firm. I've kind of left the comedy world behind.
Yeah, you've left the comedy world.
Really?
It's been a few.
You're done?
I'm all done.
No, he's not healed. He's actually actually more damaged than ever.
I got out of the game. I'm a lawyer. I defend pedophiles.
Okay, nice. Who's on your docket? So are you getting busy with Epstein, or what's going on there?
I don't want to hijack your show. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Can I tell you something? That is a perfect example of what was about to happen. Did I think that within the Did I think that any of this would happen? I didn't pre-write any of this. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to get at. What is real? Yeah, see? Now she believes in fate, and Olga believes in free agency. She moved the glass. Folks, we're here to talk about fate today, okay? I had quite a few mishaps getting here, which I feel like could be fate related. Here's what I want to do. I want to start because we were just talking about the fate of podcasting and broadcast, okay? Sean, explain to us what you were saying, where you think it's all going.
Well, look, I mean, I think that you know, I'm 12 or 13 years old. Like I follow, I follow the trends.
Yeah.
And I look at the trends.
You're so Gen Alpha, dude.
And I'm not even Gen Alpha.
What are you? You just.
I mean, I'm Gen Zeta.
Holy shit. They started
I'm,
over.
I'm actually negative years old.
Wow.
No, you know, like you look at podcasting.
I don't even know what that is.
It doesn't matter.
Podcasting it's like streaming. It's, you know, the things we become what we hate.
That is great. Wow.
We hate streaming, and we will all be streaming in 5 years.
Just to let you know, I did streaming a long time ago.
Really?
I was about to ask you because I was going to
Really?
say, you've been doing stand-up for longer than us, or at least longer than me. I know that. I'm curious if you had any inkling of what was to come, or are you totally surprised by like the landscape nowadays? Continue what you were saying with streaming. I guess obviously not if you were streaming.
Well, no, what happened is I got asked to do a podcast thing, and they had like, it was called like Be Terrific TV on Twitch. It was on Twitch. They needed to fill in time. So it was a live, like 24-hour streaming service.
Wow.
So me and my friend, that's how me and Courtney Davis, I don't know if you ever
I do know her.
We had a show on Twitch. And this was this was like 7-8 years ago.
Right, probably when Twitch first launched, when,
And
like no one was on it.
Yeah, and everyone would like comment. Well, there was some people on it, but they'd comment, and basically it was weird, like, because they said they could wear their goggles and like be in the room with us.
Whoa, this
So,
was
like,
way ahead of its
yeah.
time.
And they could like touch our boobs if they want, but we don't know because we're just in it. Does that make sense?
They got to bring this service back. This is great.
But it didn't really go anywhere because it was a bunch of gamers and they didn't really care.
Right. And they probably were trying to grab boob and they were like, "Oh, it doesn't.
We're not really. Yeah.
We're not there."
Wow. So it's like a VR.
So it was like a VR
Well,
live
if you
podcast?
had the equipment,
Right.
And if you didn't, then you could just watch.
Then
There
you're just
was,
poking
and
the
then
boobs.
they could comment in real time about like what's going on. Then I brought it to like an open mic, that because they just needed to fill in the time.
Oh, you mean they literally were just okay? So it wasn't in a studio stagnant 24/7.
No, but they had all the cameras and everything.
and it was like a crew that would
and
follow
a crew,
you.
and they followed us. And then I brought
What?
it to like an open mic, and
You guys are running
they
material.
would comment on the open micers, like that guy was bad, that guy was good, that joke sucked, you know.
Wow.
So you were doing what Speed just did. You did that. You were the real visionary.
I am the original.
You're the original Speed.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny that I like that you said this, Sean, because it's like we hate like all the shit. We hate streaming and stuff, like, but streaming probably is the closest thing related to comedy in terms of like, in stand-up comedy. I'm saying in terms of like, that is internet instant reaction,
Like gratification.
right? Like it's like the whole point of stand-up comedy is that you're on stage and you say it and you get instant feedback.
Right.
How do you do that on the internet? It is streaming, right? I mean, what other way? Like, I mean, the best way is to be there, but I'm saying if you can't be there, I think something like what you were doing probably makes the most sense, right? Like,
Right.
Like in terms of like, you guys were comedians. If you had the choice, would you rather have someone who could view it live? Wouldn't that be better?
So, but is streaming, would you say, the same as like Instagram Live? Kind of.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would actually say so. I mean, Instagram Live is
It is streaming.
you're going live for an audience over the internet. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I think in the future there will be no walls.
No walls.
There will be no walls.
What
There's
is
a
it?
wall. There's a wall between us and the audience right now.
Oh,
And
okay.
in the
right,
future-
right.
In the future,
Oh,
you know,
like there's nothing private.
yeah, I mean that as well. But I
Or
meant
like
even
no editing.
no editing. The medium, like we'll all have a brain chip. You'll be
Ooh.
able to like. I think you're gonna be able to stream your
brain?
thoughts.
No.
I think you're going to be able to stream your thoughts to other people.
I don't think I want
through their
anyone
brains.
to know my thoughts.
Dude, you know, and that's something that I like thought about. That's something that I've been thinking about too, because, you know, I always wonder about humanity, and it's like, is our fate to just, sometimes I think our fate is to like we're like a snake and we're going to eat ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, or we're just going to, like, I think that if the fate of humanity is a downfall, it's our fault. Like, no one else is going to take us out. Like, it's us. And I think that we're going to take ourselves out through our desire to connect. Like we're all going to have these chips, and we're all going to be just streaming thoughts.
You think
and it's like, what the people do, the Neuralink. Have you seen the guy a guy who can't walk and can't talk and can't do anything, got a chip in his brain. He still can't walk or talk, but now he can communicate. Like, he can use computers and stuff. He has a job now again. Like, he was like in an accident or something.
Who made it?
Elon Musk. Who else? Come on,
well,
our darling friend of the show. No, but like,
wow.
I laugh because you just said it too. Because I said that, where I'm like, when I first heard that, I was like, that would be good, I guess, for like liars, right? Like, you couldn't lie anymore because you just, like, you'd be like, Sean, great to see you, and it'd be like, die. Like, and then like, yeah, I have to move this. And then, but it's like, dude, that's not good either, because I think that, like, I've realized that so much of business is predicated on the fact that no one can hear an email.
Oh.
Right?
What
like,
about,
no one.
What about
like,
ChatGPT?
What about it? Like,
because now no one's even writing their own emails.
No one's even writing their own shit. So it's like,
right? Are you?
I am. I'm an artist. But no, I know what you mean. Where
like,
it's like,
I could just say, I want this to sound like this. Could you do it? Like, I do it like a whatever.
Right.
And then it will write the email perfectly for you.
Yeah, and it's like, so.
And then now,
and people like it. Like I'll talk to people and like, I'm the weird one. And it's like, I'm weird because I'm just trying to type. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they
it's
say that once I saw this article or something that if you use that ChatGPT to do that, now a lot of humans are losing that muscle or the ability to write an email anymore because they're not putting in that exercise in their mind to do it.
Well, and the power of that, though, is it actually frees up more of your brain ability to go online and tell people to commit suicide.
Exactly.
That's true. Because, you know, I'll be honest.
Do you think
it's hard to
for that?
It's hard to find time to be racist online if you are writing emails all day. That's tough. That's a lot of brain power, right?
If I got the brain chip, the first thing I'd do is I'd go to World of Warcraft and just tell everyone to kill themselves.
And just telepathically.
Yeah, it's a video game back in the day.
My thing is, like, do you think that, because right now I feel that we are at a sort of like impasse where it's like the fate of humanity is going to depend on what the rich people want, which is going to be AI.
Why do the rich want that?
Because I think that we're all getting real fucking squirrely, okay? Us normal folk, all right? Us taxpayers.
I'm not normal.
No, but what I'm saying is we're getting the scene on the ground's getting squirrely, okay? I mean, this isn't a decent part of town, this like studio, but if you go down a couple blocks and you go to Times Square or something, I mean, you see some shit.
If
right?
there's a Popeyes, you know some shit's going down.
Like, what kind of shit?
Like, I'm saying.
By the way, the homeless are those people. They're better off than the people.
They're gonna be, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, we're all like, if you want to keep participating in society, I think the fate of society is that it becomes this very controlled, like, measured, indexed way of life. Like, I think that if I was a leader, I'd be like, yeah, let's use AI and technology to fucking keep everybody in check and keep track of people, right? And then the fate of the world is in your hands, right? Or whoever's got the keys to the machine. So I always wonder, like, do you think that things like that, some people believe in history repeating itself and like it's the fate of humanity to build itself up and then destroy it and then keep going back around again?
But when did it ever get destroyed?
Well, that's up for debate. I mean,
the dinosaurs.
That's well, the dinosaurs. Yeah, I don't know.
It was the AI that they used. And
Can you imagine if like a brontosaurus was using AI, and
or if we all die and like in the way future, they're like, we have a human museum,
right? And then and like velociraptors are like wearing glass like readers, and he's like, look at that one.
Yeah.
Like, don't tap on the glass.
The human museum.
It's crazy.
That's funny.
Did you go to the Museum of Natural History?
Fuck yeah.
When they show what humans
when they got the big T-Rex
used to look at like.
Dude.
Meanwhile, they have kids go to the museum, and like my nephews are like staring at the girls' boobs. Like,
well, of course.
But they can't have that. They should be like rated R.
Should be rated R. No, because that's humanity. And you're right. That is the fate of humanity. Because if history tells us anything, it's that everyone ends up in a museum, right? Everyone just ends up in a behind a glass.
I mean,
thing.
That is actually true. even like in the Holocaust, there's a lot. They're like, don't worry, we're gonna be in a museum one day. Like,
do you think they were saying that? Do you think that's how they were holding off?
Yeah, they're like, one day my shoes will be in a museum.
They'll be like, yo, one day,
like
those.
That's better than where my shoes are going.
That is true. The fate of your shoes. What do you guys? I'm curious if you've had any situations in your life that have made you believe or stop believing in like fate. Like, have you ever had a situation, like, you could talk about as much as you want. You had such a crazy like upbringing. You know what I mean? So I'm curious if you, because when I hear and I'm not asking you to dive into all of it.
No, I don't mind.
But I'm saying something I really love about you is that you're the kind of person that when you start to hear about your childhood and stuff and your young adult life and things like that, you're someone that makes me believe in fate.
Really?
Yes. That's why I want to have you on because nothing lined up for you to be here right now.
At all.
But
that's why I don't
somehow
believe in
you're
fate.
fucking here. Really?
I believe in hell. No.
Or do you believe in agency because you believe that you got yourself out of a situation? Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I want to talk about it.
But that's my question. Did I get myself out or
was it written?
And is it fate? Because then it's like wherever you end up, that's where you have to say, oh, it lined up that everything's here. Now I'm here now because
you are here now.
Yeah, but something else could have been my fate easily.
And that's true. I mean, and it's funny because when you start to read history, you realize most of history, like things happened because like New York City is a major financial and cultural institution in the world. Why? Because it kind of just ended up that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one was like, no, but
because the Jews moved here.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe it was fate for that. But I'm saying like so much of history is just like how it shook out.
Well, meaning, I guess it's like, it's like, I lost my thought.
Like, I'm curious, like, that's really cool that you don't believe in fate and I do for the same reasons.
I think
Does that make
crazy
sense?
that sometimes things happen, like weird things happen that like, okay, like just this week, my brother, so he wasn't doing well. And then happened to be that 2 to 3 weeks ago, my best friend Courtney, she was like, oh, I want to set you up with someone. Then we're like randomly texting. My brother wasn't sick yet. Then he gets sick. I just tell the guy, my brother's sick, blah, blah, blah. Happens to be this guy, his family is the people who like funded or started the Brain and Mind Institute in Cornell and is very close with the doctor that my brother needed.
Wow.
And
That's
texted him on Sunday, by the way, you're going to see my friend's brother. Could you make sure you take care of him? And my parents already were seeing him, but it was just like an extra, and it's like, what are the odds that this random guy?
That's crazy as fuck.
Wild. That's wild.
Right,
so
you gotta fuck him. I mean, you gotta fuck him, right?
No, he's like, he's not. It's not gonna work out. No, not because of anything. He's like going through a lot, but like, and he was very nice. But he's like, I don't know what will be, but I know that I could help you in this moment.
That's
right
incredible.
Now. And
I mean, listen, dude, all jokes aside, that's incredible and that's amazing.
But how is that, like, to me, I'm like, That is the most insane thing ever.
How the fuck does that happen?
All of
Right?
those
How does that
circumstances
happen?
lining up is
And
wild.
it's like, of every week for your friend to tell you, like, maybe she was going to tell you last week and she forgot or something.
Like,
You know what I mean?
she's
It's
like, yeah, we happened to both be away at the time. And then they're like, the girl who said it says, you're both away, but when he gets back, blah, blah, blah. And then randomly, he's like, oh, you. And I wasn't even going to tell him because I was like, oh, this is a new person. I'm not going to, like,
you're not
cry
gonna dump
about my
it on him.
brother. But then I did. And then it was so strange.
That's fucking crazy.
So is that coincidence? What is that? What do you
Yeah,
call
well,
that?
no, that's the question. Is that coincidence or is that fate, dude?
That's called serendipity.
That's called serendipity, dude. Which I
And
guess
what is that?
it's a serendipitous moment, a moment where you could have met any of the 8 billion people on the fucking planet, and
Yeah.
you happen to meet the guy who knows the guy who fucking gives money to the guys who do the job.
But-
How?
Like how? Like the thing is named after his family.
That's
and then
crazy.
My mom, I'm like, what doctor does Abraham need to see? And then it was his name. Let's just make up a doctor just in case, like
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz, Dr.
And
Mehmet
he's
Oz,
like,
friend of the show.
well, let's Dr. Smith. So that I'm on the date, and the guy's like, okay, your brother Abraham needs to see this doctor, Dr. Smith. I'm gonna tell. And I go, Ma, what's it? She goes, it's Dr. Smith. We're waiting. We want to see him. And that's the guy who they like funded this guy's
His career.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude. And things like that make me believe in this. Whatever you want to call it, God or the
But
universe.
it didn't really save my brother. Ended up being okay.
Yeah, but
so
still,
why did that? Like, what was the reason? for
Maybe
that?
it was just to give hope to you and your family.
Or so
I'm sure
this
it
guy
I'm sure
was
it helped
like,
make you feel better.
Well, and maybe like, so this guy's like, I feel like, because he's going through a lot, so he's like, okay, my job in life is to help people. So maybe he got that from that interaction. And for me, what I got was like, if you ask Hashem, God, I love, my Hashem, whatever,
I say
he'll
Allah, but that's
answer,
okay.
he'll send, and
He'll
he'll
send.
answer. And he did, which is wild.
That's insane, dude. That is insane.
It's
And that's also insane
one
that
in
it
a
just
billion.
happened for this show because we've been trying to do this and we had to change dates too. So
And-
what the fuck? Why'd you have a fate-based story
Oh,
in time?
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What about you?
But that's why my brother almost died, so I could do.
So you could do the hot dog
have a
hour.
story. God forbid you think that. So.
No, don't say that. What about you?
That's, I mean, I like to take a science-based approach.
Tell me.
So I'm actually a Virgo.
Dude, don't laugh. Fucking every day, more and more, I'm like, all right, astrology's real, and it is backed by pre-written things.
Can I say this about people that try to justify astrology
Oh
with
wait,
science?
happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
When was it?
August 31st.
Nice.
So.
Oh, what the
appreciate
fuck?
that.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you're good, dude.
Did I text you?
Terrible friend.
I'm not a big birthday guy. You didn't, but it's okay.
I'm
I was
all
waiting.
Fuck!
No, dude. No,
Happy birthday, Sean Riley, everybody.
Thank you.
That's why he actually had you on the show now to wish you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I
They're
had you on
coming
the
out
show.
with
That's
the
another-
cake.
Happy
That's
belated, all right?
Thank
God,
you.
I'm the only one who did something for the fucking guy.
Can I
God,
go
I'm
on?
sorry, man. Happy
No,
belated.
Thanks, dude. I mean, it's funny because I feel like I'm not a big birthday guy.
Same.
I'm actually sorry to talk about comedy again.
Yeah, same. My birthday was yesterday. No.
I'm trying to work on this bit. I want a woman's perspective actually on this.
Let's do it.
I was basically saying like, I know going into a relationship that a lot of days are for the woman, right? Valentine's Day, the anniversary. Generally there's an expectation. I'm okay with that. I didn't realize that like my birthday would also be for my girlfriend.
Oh, like meaning
Like-
for your birthday, I got tickets to.
Or not even that she planned anything, but like I had an idea of what I wanted it to be, and she was like, "But it's your birthday."
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I love you, baby.
So I would say
Cut the cameras now.
I like that bit, but
That is funny.
don't you think? Because even in Valentine's Day, you plan things for the woman, but at the end of the night, she'll blow you, and that's what
And
your
that's
birthday
fate.
is, too.
Turnabout is fair play, fair counterpoint. That's a very
Fair
fair
counterpoint.
counterpoint.
So that's for the man too.
It is for the man.
You'd be like, honey, it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Get down there. Right?
Yeah, I guess both genders do the but baby.
It's yeah,
but
but it's my birthday. So But I guess when it's the girl's birthday, you're never like, blow me, it's your birthday.
Yeah, you're like, but it's your birthday. Don't you want to make me happy? It's your birthday.
But
Blow
it's
me.
your birthday.
But it's your birthday. Ugh.
Unless the girl really likes it.
Some women are amazing. Hey.
Why did I bring that up? Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say.
Your birthday.
Oh, astrology and Virgo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people justify astrology with science, and they connect it, and I'm going to connect this back to fate, where they're like, when you're born, your astrological sign depends on the location of the Earth, as a function of its position around the sun.
Right.
As this Earth goes around the sun, your different astrological signs mean that like certain people that are born in certain months were at certain locations during their birth. And so what some people try to do is go, oh, well, that means like there's this like cyclic nature to the solar system. And so like when you're born in the like certain month, all of these like little tiny subatomic things happen cyclically, and that affects you.
Right, everything.
That affects
your mood,
like
your
when
drive.
you come into the Earth or the planet, or is it also the people around you too are in a certain mood when you're born?
Right. Yeah, and so there's all these things that are cyclical, which make astrology feel real.
You don't believe
What
it?
is a Virgo like?
I think Virgos are like.
And are you a Virgo?
I think
He's a
I'm a Virgo.
Are you good at? Do you know astrology stuff?
I'm a Leo.
You're a
no,
Leo?
but I mean, are you like Amanda? Like when Amanda can
No,
be like, you're born at this
Amanda's,
time.
like,
and now yeah, she's like
obsessed.
incredible.
But I really also have a thing. Don't you think? What about when you're conceived? Because if you're a person,
Right.
when you're conceived, shouldn't that be your sign?
Oh, wait, hold on. I never
No,
thought of that. Wait,
kidding.
so are you saying so is astrology?
No.
Right,
You
okay,
take-
because astrology is based on
subtract
when
9
you
months.
come out.
Born. Yeah, when you come and enter the Earth.
Interesting.
But does the
but
date
does
you're
that-
conceived have anything to do with it?
and where and how? Right?
Well, I think a real astrology believer. That sounds like a Reddit meme. Astrology believer.
yeah, astrology enjoyer.
a real moron.
Yeah, a real
Yeah,
dumbass
no, like-
would say that like you're born and then like the when you're being developed in the womb as a fetus, like all of these like X-rays from the sun and all this shit happens when you're in development, and that affects. I don't know.
Right.
That informs the sign. I don't know.
I mean, listen, here's what I will say. I believe in things like that. I do. I am a retard who has a communications degree, granted, but so just to preface,
that means you could speak to everyone today because they're all retarded.
Exactly. But
Is that your
my
sign?
thing is like I think that science is magic. You know what I mean? Like I think magic
That's
is real
true.
because our world is fucking bonkers, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking today, I was talking to my dad on the phone, and I was like, dude, we run around and like I think I'm all like deep and like I like understand it. Well, I don't think I understand anything, but like I think I'm all fucking like sensitive and like I think about things that other people don't. But then I'm like, dude, it must be such a fucking trip to like have a child and watch it grow up.
I know. And then watch
Like, you know
it,
what I mean? Like, I'm
and
sitting
then watch it tell you to go fuck
yourself. Like I was talking to my dad today. My dad was telling me he was like, yeah, I was talking to somebody at work and they were like, oh, I have a kid, and I'm like, it goes fast and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I just like had a moment where I was like, that must be such a fucking trip, dude. That must be crazy. Like, talk about believing in
so
things
annoying,
like fate or like you're
think
just
it's
watching this
cool.
thing. Like,
I
I don't know. Does that
know.
make sense?
Yeah. Like, but that's the thing. Like, everyone's like, do you want to have a kid? And I do, but I don't want to like take care of it. I just want to see what it's gonna be.
Yes, dude. It's like, to me, having
Like, I want to know
a
what
baby.
it's gonna like look like.
So you want to be a
and-
father?
Yeah, you want to be a father.
Nah, I'm gonna take care of it, but like I want help.
That's like every dad. What you described is like the wish of every man.
Yeah,
It's
he's like, yeah, he's
no, like,
chill.
I just like want a kid and I can like
You
kick it
guys
with.
are like so lucky because like honestly, you don't have to like imagine you're like, do you want a kid? But your penis is gonna break and we're gonna have to cut it.
Pass. Hard pass. Hard pass.
You'd be
That
like, what
is
the
true.
fuck are
Your
you
penis
talking
is gonna
about?
break, and we have to cut
And
it.
you guarantee.
And then you have stitches and you can't really sit for long. And then it's going to suck on your boobs and milk's going to come out of your boobs.
It's just gonna take and
and
take
then
and
you're
take.
like, no, I'm not going to have a fucking kid.
If men were the people that got pregnant, then we would die. Our generation.
it never would have made it
happen.
out.
Yeah.
It never would have made it out the mud.
It's
No.
crazy.
We'd be
It is
gone.
crazy. But that's the kind of shit like, okay, well, actually, do you believe that there is, never mind.
Tell us.
I was saying, like, how like male seahorses have kids?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Do you think
How
that,
does that, by the way, has anyone seen a male seahorse or do we just see that fact and now everyone's like, the male seahorse?
maybe.
I've seen videos
How
of
do
them
we
give
even
birth.
know if it's a fucking male?
listen,
I
maybe
think-
I'm looking at videos of very
Male.
butch seahorse ladies. It could be true. but
How
I
do
don't
we know what they look like?
I think they poop them out. I don't.
And also,
That's what girls do.
seahorses don't. It's not a mammal. It's a
Right,
different
it's not like
kind
they
of
have
animal.
sex, like, do
Yeah,
they?
they lay it and then they. I don't know what.
Yeah,
the fuck.
isn't it like the?
That must be so lame to just lay eggs. You just got to take care of a kid. You don't even get the fucking.
They don't fucking even take care of them.
Yeah, they don't. They dip.
They're horrible. They neglect their children.
Yeah, the women are really
They're
like,
like
the men
black.
in nature.
No.
Just throw them. They push. Don't like the female or like mother birds like push the little baby birds off the nest.
Eventually, because they're like, learn to
And
fly.
they're like,
bitch.
you're gonna.
'Cause they're
you're-
like, right, because they're like, it's fate, bro. So that's actually funny because it's like, so do you think that fate is a concept that's understood by other animals that aren't humans?
I mean,
Hmm.
wouldn't it be insane to be another animal?
Because I always think like, obviously, you
And then the
can't-
bird's like, I'm a Virgo.
Right, the bird's like, I'm actually a Taurus. Like,
Bird's Nest podcast.
I know that
I was
birds.
born.
I know that,
August-
like, I know that birds won't do arithmetic or something, or they won't, solve for a proof.
Yeah, but
but-
they're like, but I could fly, bitch.
Right, and they obviously understand things, and they know where to get food, and they have instincts like we have instincts. So it's like, how much of an isn't
and
an
they
instinct?
talk to each other.
And they talk to each other. So it's like things. Isn't it something like an instinct just a version of fate? Like, isn't an instinct just fate, like acting out in terms of like, hey, I'm a bird. My fate is to fly around and find worms and build a nest, right? So
Well-
it's like, do you think that is just fate playing out in the real world?
Huh.
And it's something like a bird, just they can't do what they can't be like, oh, I'm doing this because. Like a bird is probably flying around going like, I get worms and my mama got worms and her, my dad got worms and my granddaddy got worms and you know what I mean? It's like,
To me, fate is like which birds get hit by a car and which birds don't.
interesting.
Wait, none of them though, do they?
Yeah, what are you
yeah.
What
talking
about those birds that fly into windows?
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's like,
Idiots.
was that agency? Is the
How
bird? Do birds commit
embarrassing.
suicide, or is the bird flying and he's like, "Ah," and he like closes his eyes? He's like, "Ah," he like, is that like when you close your eyes through an intersection? You just.
Do birds commit suicide?
That's
I
what I'm
mean-
saying, right?
That's
Dude.
like the guy, like, yeah, well, a bird, like, committing suicide. If you drove and then hit a bird, would you be traumatized or you'd be fine?
I think I would be pretty upset if I killed
Like, how
a bird.
long? Like a year?
I think probably 5 to 10
But you
minutes.
talk, but then you talk about it in the,
And then
you'd make a joke out of it.
Right.
You're like,
You'd be
"Ugh," like it would be your closer.
It
it'd be
depends
your
on-
closer, yeah.
It depends on if it was my fault. Like if the bird got in my way.
Right.
But
If the
you
bird
know
got in front
that
of my
Seinfeld
2025
one?
GMC Yukon.
I'd
But you
probably
know
kill the bird and I'd.
Seinfeld?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They have an agreement.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
And
Now
the bird
that's
didn't-
interesting. The episode where
Yeah.
George runs over the squirrel
Uh-huh.
and then
No,
he,
the squirrel.
and
and
then the
then the
bird and then the pigeons and he goes we have an agreement and he goes they get out of the way for driving and we look the other way on statue defecation.
I mean,
That's
I
funny.
think it's wild that they like move so quickly, no matter what.
No matter fucking what.
Right?
They're on the move going like this.
Well, do they see things slower? You know how Spider-Man does that?
Spider-Man can see. Oh, well, Spidey
Like,
sense.
Yes. Do they
Mm.
have that at all, the birds?
I will ask one, but I don't know.
You know, but
Correct.
going back to like, fate, it's almost like these animals have like it depends on how you measure consciousness and intelligence. Where it's like maybe those animals with like consciousnesses that are not as advanced as humans, they're almost we
But
see
you
that
know
as
what's so
like
crazy? Like, how do we know? Like, maybe the lions think that we're not advanced at all.
That's what I was about to say.
I know.
Here's what I'll say though.
They could kill us.
Yeah, and I don't think that necessarily low intellect means that you don't understand nature or you don't understand. Like, to your point, I would argue, hey, if you dropped me in the middle of the Sahara Desert,
You're dead.
Who's smarter, me
Yeah.
or a lion who's
A
lived
lion.
there? A lion, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. So it's like,
And
Well,
by the way, if there was a lion in the middle of New York City, people would be screaming.
no one would know what to do.
Freaking out. But if we got dropped into the desert, we'll just eat that.
If I
Like,
if
you
I got
know? Like, we're dead.
Yeah.
if I got dropped in
We're-
the desert and I saw a lion, I'd be like, we can go band for band.
We can go band for band, dude.
I'll go band for band.
Like
Maybe
what
you could tell him about property opportunities in the Sahara.
And by the way, even if you had like a gun, it still wouldn't help you.
Well, and you know what's funny? You could look at humans as a fork too, where it's like, are we really smart? Like, because you could say this, right? Humans are really smart, and you could make an argument that humans have agency because our fate should have been that we lived in tribes in the woods. But our agency gave us the drive to uncover things and learn new things, find out about electricity, learn how to build buildings and learn how to stack them and learn how to build cars.
Crazy.
Or are we so low intelligence that we couldn't figure out how to live in the world, and so we had to pervert it and make buildings and make, like, think about, humans are such divas. Like, we get really cold and like it can't be too hot, and we have to eat but we can't eat too much, and we have to drink water, it has to be clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're so ill-equipped for the world that it's like fate has to be real, because how the fuck did we live? Like, you know what I
And
mean?
also, we have doctors. Animals don't.
Right. So what the fuck? But animals still know. There's a video, we talked about it one time. There's a video of a chimpanzee who are notoriously very smart. And I say notoriously because they're brutal, like, murderers.
And they like rip your nuts off.
He got into a little scruff, a little scrap with another ape. He had a huge chunk taken out of his face, and he went away, and they found him picking leaves
to heal
and
it.
rubbing them to heal him, and then in like a week
shit.
he was healed. So it's like, how
Well,
do
that's
you...
also crazy because our medicine, they say all the medicine comes from the earth,
Yeah.
and they know it, and humans don't do. They did something weird. Like there's a book that everything has a cure from nature.
Right. Well, every pharmaceutical is like plant-based. I mean, it has to come from something. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few synthetic things have traces of
But
what it is.
Like, I know a comedian that she said she had like stage 4 colon cancer or something.
Damn.
No, but she healed herself with mushrooms.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You have to tell me who that was.
She
after
looks
this.
amazing.
You don't have to, but
I told her, I was like, she lost weight. She looks amazing. I saw her 6 months ago. She got it. She got the thing. Cured herself. I thought she went to like a spa. She's like, no, cancer.
Well, they found
no cancer.
they actually found Ozempic in the center of the pyramids of Giza.
Oh, did they?
That's
Did
where
they?
They
The pharaohs were
found it.
taking it.
They
See,
were
like
in the-
Ozempic is not natural to me. I'd
Things
be
like that
scared.
freak me the fuck out,
Right?
and those are the things. So Ozempic is a great example for this transition. I think that
Why? Because you need it, Alex?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because I was editing my last clip, and I was like, yo, I gotta chill, dude. My fucking shit from the side is fucked.
I'd rather not eat than put that in my body.
Yes,
I'm
dude.
scared.
Yes, and because I feel like that is fucking with fate.
Yeah.
Or with the natural order of things. I feel like for the
Yeah.
longest time, humans lived alongside
Mhm.
the earth,
Yeah.
and now we live on the earth. Like, or we, like, we've made everything in the world our bitch.
Oh.
And the world feels so out of sync because of it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Remember when COVID happened, and then remember it's so long ago. Okay, but when the animals started coming out,
yes,
that was like, so okay, this was my thought. I don't know why, but okay. So I was thinking, think about sharks and then lions, right?
Right.
They're both very strong. They both could kill you, but they both stay in their own zone,
Right.
like whatever. So do you think maybe we're just another one of those, and they're like, don't fuck with the humans. They're not gonna fuck with us. This is just our place. Like they
Right.
have the desert, we have this, and they have the sea or whatever.
right. No, I know what you're saying.
And the birds have the air.
right.
And each thing has its own
Dude,
whatever.
no.
So if you don't bother us, we won't bother you.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe it's like, but then when all the humans were inside, they got to come back out because we weren't fucking with them.
It was reclaimed a little.
Yeah.
No, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I just think it's so funny how it's like we just have to get our hands in everything, and it just feels like, obviously things like natural disasters have always occurred, and like you know, like storms and hurricanes and things like that, and earthquakes, like that's not our fault. I'm not saying that.
And then what happens with that? When a hurricane happens or whatever, does it affect animals?
Yeah, of course it does, but
They know though.
it seems like I know what you're saying. It's like, obviously if there's a tsunami, animals are going to die also.
But they
right?
have instincts
But
to
they
run.
have instincts to run. Like, you know how like a dog starts freaking out before an earthquake?
Yes.
And then they go, oh my God, how could they tell? Or how could they? Or when they have dogs in the hospital and they'll go to people who are like sicker and stuff like that. Like, so it's like, are we? Sometimes I feel like we're messing with, we as in humanity, like humanity's messing with humanity's fate. And it's like, listen, this is a tale as old as time, when like, whenever there are major cataclysmic events like tsunamis or earthquakes, like, you know, people go like, oh, Mother Nature's angry, or, you know, hey, you know, whatever, hey, you can't be Mother Nature. It's like, why do we feel that way? Like, I wonder if back in the day,
they thought
we had more of a connection with Earth, and our fate was to move alongside Earth and the magic of Earth, the science of Earth. And now, because we're perverting it, and we're wearing clothes, and we're living in buildings with electricity, and we're killing animals, and we're ripping up grass to put pavement down and things like that, do you think that we're almost
we're
stunting our growth, or like
well, we definitely don't have, like, we don't have instincts like
we
when
used
you say
to.
the dogs knew. Now, you know, when sometimes they're like, that little feeling that, you know,
Yes.
and that is so overwhelmed with so many outside things that we
Yes.
we can't even feel.
We've all
that.
had gut feelings.
Yeah.
We've all had, and it's like,
We
do you ever
overthink.
feel like, I'll like sometimes feel like my ears, like someone's looking at me, and I'll feel it like on my ears. I'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we have abilities like that? It seems that they are in passing.
But
I
maybe,
wonder if we're now eroding our email skills with ChatGPT.
We are.
Like we eroded our you know, hunting skills by creating grocery stores, right? Does that make sense?
we don't know how to like, yeah.
I disagree completely. I think
I
we're,
do.
I think we're ascending. I'm gonna get the
I
chip.
think you're ascending.
Or
Okay, so you're all in on the chip.
I'm gonna get the brain chip as soon as it's already available. I'm on the waiting list.
You're all in on the Neuralink.
I'm getting 2 brain chips.
You're getting 2, so you
See,
can aimbot
you-
in Counter-Strike.
Here's
No
where
way.
here's where I'm at. I'm gonna get the brain chip because everyone else is gonna get the brain chip at gunpoint. So I'm just gonna get the brain
It's
chip.
your choice.
I'm gonna get the brain chip because
my
you know,
body, my choice.
it's my-
How do we know that the vaccine wasn't a chip?
Hey, listen, we don't. Mr. Musk may be waiting for the time to hit the big red button, all right? Come on.
activate us. But no, you know,
And he's like, make sure they have 2 to
Just in case.
yeah.
but when it comes back to, like, I don't know, like, to me, I almost do see an argument for fate from a scientific perspective, because if you think about, like, the origins of the universe and physics and shit. And even like human consciousness and like basically the fate is also analogous to the question like, do humans have free will? Like, do you actually have the choice to do things, or is it all predetermined by either God or science? And to me, I'm like, one thing I think about is like, well, we live in the physical world and we can observe the physical world, and we're made up of atoms and shit, right? And so we don't know everything about the universe, but like theoretically you could, like, if you knew how the universe, as time goes by, if you had all the magical equations that control how the universe propels forward, there's almost this argument that it is fate, because the words that you're saying, every little micro movement that you make is determined by your brain. And your brain is nothing more than a collection of atoms. Your brain is nothing more than a collection of atoms organized in a certain way. And those atoms,
which is like an equation, or like
the atoms make the neurons, and the neurons fire the synapses and control your thoughts. Oh, sorry.
It's freaking me out.
And like, you don't have.
That's so scary.
And so it's like, you can't control every second passes and your brain evolves in time, and you can't really control the thoughts. You can try to, but like, even if you try to control your thoughts,
control your thoughts. You could.
Well, the thing is,
you
even
can try, but
even if you could try to control your thoughts, that would just be a thought that you would have.
That I want to control.
That you want to control your thoughts.
You're thinking that you want to control it. Like, dude, have you ever heard there's a really awesome, listen, I grew up watching Seinfeld. That was like my first like introduction to stand-up comedy and to like sitcoms, you know what I mean? Like, I literally remember being a baby and my parents would put me in the bath and they would lay me down, and I didn't know what I was looking at, but I remember seeing the intros when he's going like, hey, what's the deal with this? All right, this episode's about this. Like,
maybe that's what life is.
What?
Maybe you know how you're like, do you have choice, freedom, or is everything meant to be? So your parents controlled where you are and what you're going to do, but you did have the freedom to cry, or that maybe if you cried, they will pick you up and move you. But meaning you're like, so you have free will when you're a baby, but you're reliant on your parents to make that happen.
Yeah, I think it is kind of up to you, because because
you watched Seinfeld, but you didn't put that on.
Right. But then I chose to learn about it or try to get in it or try to, like, my thing is like, Seinfeld has he's got some great interviews. He is a weird, interesting dude. And he has a really, really cool interview where he talks about how your thoughts are not your own. And that's okay. It's like it's not that deep.
No, they're Larry David's.
Yeah, well, that's a different episode. But
you need a soundboard for that.
Yeah.
That was a triple.
That was
5 boom joke.
Yeah, that was a 5. I'll give that 5 big booms. Boom. No, but he says something that's really cool, and I
actually, can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
The thing that he said was really cool is that, like, he loves fucking 17-year-olds.
He goes, what's the deal with underage relationships? Yeah, he did that. I'm not proud of that. But Soup Nazi is a great fucking episode. God, that's a good episode. Listen, you can date a 17-year-old if you won an Emmy for writing The Contest.
But he didn't
which was Larry
even
David.
write that.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, what he said
he's
in this
very
interview,
good at getting people. Like,
yeah. Well, he's definitely a very calculated guy. Like, I think he's very smart.
Don't you
I think he's smart.
in comedy know, like, because you're in comedy now, you could tell what type of guy Larry was, and you could tell what type of guy Jerry was.
Oh, Jerry wouldn't have liked me.
I like that you're talking about them as if they're both dead.
If Jerry was our age now, and I honestly mean this as a compliment to him because he'd be winning, but like if Jerry was our age now, he would have hella Instagram. Like he'd be so locked into like social, like he would be so good at it. You know what I mean? Like
he'd be the person
he'd be streaming
who does
because he's so
media
calculated
and get someone to like do it for like write his jokes and then he'll put it and use someone
maybe.
like
either way. He was in this interview and he was saying how
who knows.
He was in this interview and he was saying how your thoughts are not your own, and people are too obsessed with that idea, and it it freezes them. So for example, every time I'm on a balcony or something, I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't like going up to high places because every time I'm on a high place, I'm like, I want to jump off. Not like I want to jump off, but I'm like, no, not like I don't want to die. Like I don't think.
I can't
but I'm
believe
like,
that's why you that's
what I
very-
think. But listen. But that's the point. That's just a thought.
Okay, but I have a question because are most people scared of heights because they have that and be like, I'm gonna jump off? Or are they scared because, like, when I see other people and I see those videos and the people are climbing high, I get sweaty palms,
you
sweaty
get, like-
hands. But so that's a different fear of like, I think it's more of like I'm gonna fall, not jump off.
No, so that's what I'm like.
Right?
What I'm saying is like,
Right.
if I'm on like a balcony and we're hanging out, right? Like, even if I
I'm
look out a
getting
window like
sweaty
this,
hands.
really? Even if I look out a
Yes.
window like this, like I'll look out this window and I'll be like not like I want to, but I'll just think, I'll be like, man, I could just jump off of that. Like I could just jump right now.
Do our
and,
hands
like-
and feet get sweaty?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
now
my hands are. Well,
it's
they're
more
kind
like
of.
you could. It's
But what-
is
what
it
I'm-
a nature thing that you could hold on
Maybe
more,
like a
or something
grip?
like a? I'm dying right now.
No, like what I'm saying is, I have that thought every time. Every time I look at somewhere, or like if I'm at like an office and I look out a window, I'm like, dude, you could just jump and everything. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to fucking.
I would go to I would go to a psychiatrist for that second thought.
No, but listen. But what I'm trying to say is
That's two thoughts. The first thought is I could totally jump right now,
It's like,
Yeah.
and the second thought is, it would be better.
No. But I'm not saying it would be better. I'm just saying like, that thought is just a random thought. That thought is no different. In reality, that thought is no different than you walking down the street and you go like, oh, I want pizza. Like sometimes you go
But that's
like,
an OCD thought, by the way.
what do you mean?
Like I think there's a OCD
Like a control thing?
where you have intrusive thoughts.
No,
Like,
no, no. Well,
Sometimes
I definitely have intrusive
in the
thoughts.
middle-
I have
like,
intrusive thoughts.
If there's a knife left in my sink, sometimes I have a thought like, what if I wake up in the middle of the night and start stabbing myself in my sleep?
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, let's put this in the dishwasher.
Or it's like, you ever just like
Like
been in a
that-
like there's a Patrice O'Neill joke where he's like, you ever just standing at a bus station, you look at a guy, you're like, man, I want to fucking punch this guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to punch a guy. But like sometimes you just like, I've just been
But
like
maybe you
I've been in an
could.
elevator. Yeah, I've been in an elevator and I'm like, I could just like punch this guy in the face. Like what would he do? We're just in the elevator and I just fucking, you know what I mean?
You
I don't
could
want
also
to.
easily ruin someone's day.
Yeah, you could, but I'm saying I think one, it's twofold. I think intrusive thoughts like that are why I think they're good for comedy. Like I think they're good for quips, and I think they're good for like saying something that's like a non sequitur or something that's crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is like your brain is an amalgamation of cells.
It's a big word.
It's not even, is it your brain? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, my brain is in my head, but it's just random cells. The
Like
cells,
who is talking to your brain?
right. Like, I'm saying the cells that make up my brain right now, 1,000 years ago could have been like a piece of wood or something. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, matter just repurposes itself. So it's
Well,
like,
it's like you're
your brain is just matter that's been recycled, and now it's making you. So it's like if you have like a random intrusive thought, it doesn't have any more weight than any other thought that you have because it's your brain is just firing things off.
But I think your brain is more like what gives you the thoughts, the surroundings that you have around you.
Right.
Right?
So then are your thoughts your own then? Like if you walk by Joe's Pizza and
Like
go,
right
"Ooh,
now-
I want pizza."
Yeah, that's
that wasn't
them.
your idea.
Yeah.
You smelled it and then your brain was like, we like pizza. You know what I mean? Or your brain's like, when I smell that, I usually taste something pretty good after it. So how
But
do we make that
sometimes
happen?
I think
Yeah.
I also think that maybe we do create our own we create kind of our own reality.
Well, dude, the brain
Like, did
is...
my brain create this room or am I in this room?
Oh, let's go. If you want to talk about
That's
shit like
crazy.
that. Like,
'Cause then I think I
are
do.
any of us real? You might be the only real person in the world, and Sean and I are part
We're
of
just
yours.
NPCs.
Fuck you, I hate you for saying that.
Well, it could be me. But, like...
And then no wonder why you both don't drink. It's easy.
Oh, no, I drank.
Yeah.
No, but...
I get it.
Like, I think that, like, something that I found interesting is that obviously we're adaptable creatures, right? Our brains have adapted to, you know, you can watch a scary movie. You can watch Jaws and know, hey, the shark is not eating me right now, so I can watch this because it's a movie, right? Like you understand that.
Okay.
But still, the primitive part of your brain, the reason you like a scary movie is because your brain is like, oh shit, that's a real shark, and you're like, no, it's not. It's okay.
Hate scary movies. I think they're the dumbest thing in the world. Love scary movies. It's like, ooh, let me be scared. Why?
Because, dude,
it makes no sense to me.
Because your brain.
I hate sad movies.
Sad movies, I don't. I hate movies when a dog dies. Like, why did you make this, you fucking assholes?
What do you mean?
No
what about
point.
when and the worst movies are sad real stories?
Yeah.
Well, I think so many people are just so numb. Like, I love horror because, like,
it's the only time I feel anything.
Well, I think a lot of men like horror.
Makes no sense.
Men like horror because men are designed or socialized into not feeling anything.
Oh, so then they could feel with that.
So horror is like, it's like, oh yeah, fear. Oh, I'm finally feeling like.
Yeah, I think it's adaptability. I think that your brain, we need the same things we've always needed. We need a challenge. We need goals. We need a community. So no one's hunting anymore. So your brain's like, well, we got to get this fixed somewhere. Like, I've always been fascinated by the fact that we can't tell our brain, like, hey, the year's 2025. It's not, we don't live in the jungle and we're not hunter-gatherers anymore. But your brain still has adapted to modern things. For example, I don't sleep well a lot. So a lot of days I'm like sleep deprived or I'm sleepy or whatever. Your brain, our brains have adapted. I read a study about this, how our brains have adapted to now understand when you're extremely tired, your brain seeks out carbs because it wants quick energy that it can use right now. That makes sense. But in today's world, your brain now knows, like I'm saying, I don't sit there and go, oh, I want carbs. Like I sit there and go, oh, I want M&Ms. Oh, I want Sun Chips. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like our brain is learning and associating
maybe that's why I don't eat
together
carbs,
now.
because I sleep a lot.
Because you sleep a lot. Yeah,
I don't need it.
Seaweed a lot. But, you know, that's
sometimes.
another.
That's because I think I like salt.
Yeah. But do you see what I'm getting at? Like, I'm saying, like, there's no... Cheez-Its have only existed for the last couple hundred years.
That
right?
is crazy. Like, if someone, that's what I think that's crazy.
No, for 100 years.
That's insane that someone's like, ooh, I want Cheez-Its. That's wild.
Right. So I'm saying, like,
I would never.
So, but I'm saying, what is anything? Like, what, like.
But meaning, I'm like, so I think I'm very, like, whatever, kind of ahead of my time. Not really. But
well, we all know that. That's why you're here on the Hotdog.
I literally only eat things that are like, and also with drinking, that is in the Bible.
Really? Well, you do have a good diet.
Wow.
The Bible diet. Guys, the Bible diet.
The Bible diet, 2025.
Like, I don't think
that's the new crash diet, the Bible diet.
Like,
we eat only what Abraham ate and whoever else.
Like, it's
I didn't read the
body
Bible.
of Christ. You just eat the body of Christ
Just
every
eat the body
meal.
of Christ. Hey,
but like,
I'll do
wine's
that.
not bad for you. It's in the Bible. No, that's what I really think.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's fermented fruit, right?
Sorry about that.
Wine is.
Did I hurt you?
No, you're good.
Oops.
But I don't know. I want to go back to the Jerry Seinfeld thing because I'm curious if you guys have intrusive thoughts like that too. I have intrusive thoughts all day, every day.
I think intrusive thoughts are actually an evolutionary feature. That I read this thing about how intrusive thoughts are actually your brain and your body, you know, stabilizing your environment. It's actually a safety measure.
Okay.
So that, like,
well, what would you consider an intrusive thought?
Like you see a knife and you're like, oh, I'm gonna stab myself at night.
Okay, but what about like a thought like, oh, you suck, or like imposter syndrome? Is that intrusive?
I guess technically it is.
I think
right?
intrusive to me is like intrusive.
Intrusive to me are thoughts that don't make sense or like are not like you at all.
Saying
like,
I do. No,
yeah, it's like, oh my god, what if I did this crazy, fucking, insane, antisocial thing that would, like, you know, crazy. That's when you have those thoughts. That's your brain being like, it's your brain reminding yourself that is off limits and unacceptable.
Oh, it's almost like
It's-
keeping you in check.
And
But
'cause,
what
like,
about like that's so crazy because then everybody has like a different level because like I'll look at someone that does something and that would be my intrusive thought
Yeah.
of being like I would never do like last night there was some girl right near me and she freaking burped like as if it's normal. Huge burp.
I'm talking about killing myself,
Wow.
jumping off of a
But
balcony.
For me, that's like that would be a crazy in the middle of like a comedy club.
Well,
with
you're a
all
lovely
the-
lady.
All the comedians are near, and I'm like, bleh. And I'm like, that would be a crazy thing. But for this woman, oh, it's like a
Now, here's my question
Tuesday.
to you,
It's a
though.
Tuesday
Do
for her,
you-
literally?
I know, at least do it on a Saturday. Do you
And she doesn't drink.
do
so
you
she
have
did
more
it sober.
respect for her doing that? Like
no,
did a
I
part
think
of you?
I was like, oh wow, I guess.
Wow,
She
I thought
acted
I,
on
was
I
like,
thought
I
the
guess
example.
people just don't care.
I
which
thought you were
was
gonna say.
scarred.
I thought you were gonna say she's gonna like set herself on fire or something crazy. But
I'm gonna be shocked.
to me, like, I don't think the burp is like. I think to me, it's like, yeah, we're our body, our physiology, our brains.
You don't
are,
think it's crazy to burp in public as a like a woman?
I don't really
Well-
give a fuck, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't.
If
like,
you were
I wouldn't.
sitting,
I wouldn't want
if we
it.
were
I guess.
in the New York Comedy Club and I'm waiting to go on stage, whatever, and then all of a sudden, and you're standing there, I'm like,
I would be like, what the fuck?
you'd be
Well,
like,
I mean-
is Alga okay?
I'm actually
What would you think?
I'm a fourth wave feminist, so I actually support that.
yeah, actually, I'm a
But
fifth wave
if
feminist.
you did
Women
that
have to burp or I hate
also,
them.
If you did that in front of me too, I'd be like,
You're right. Like I would never do that in front of you.
it's
You're a lady.
rude. It's weird.
It is rude. It's very rude. It is
So,
very
but
rude.
meaning that to me would be my intrusive thought of like, I could just burp right now and they're going to have to deal with it.
Can
You
I
know
tell you
what I
something?
mean?
You're actually illustrating a really great point that I think, have been trying to get to, which is like, so what is an intrusive thought then?
like it's different levels.
If
for
there's different levels
people.
to this shit, if everyone's brain is made of recycled matter from the universe, from other people, places, and things, then
It's learned.
It's learned. Is it passed down? Like, for example, why is that your line? It just is. Like, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
why?
wouldn't even think. Okay, I always
just
think
is,
about
right?
this. Like I grew up very religious, so for me to like, if I ate unkosher, that would be terrible.
Mhm.
But for someone else to have like I don't know
Who gives a
pork or whatever, that's nothing to them.
Yeah.
But like then there's people who are like, oh, I'm just gonna like their thing is like I'm gonna steal, and stealing to them also is not a big deal. Like someone's like sometimes I'll go to
Right,
CVS
right,
and I'll
right.
steal and it's not a big deal.
And I'll be like, what, dude? Like, are you
Right?
fucking crazy?
Some people it doesn't. They
yeah,
don't even
guys.
care.
Yeah, we're on camera, Sean.
I don't
Allegedly.
I don't condone stealing.
No, but you are right. Where it's like, because I had a friend growing up who was my boy, and he was a nice guy, but he would always, anytime we go to Wawa or something, he'd like steal a candy bar, and we'd always be
And
like,
he
dude,
doesn't
you're,
ca-
and
that's
he'd go like, nah,
crazy.
it's not bad. It's Wawa. They got enough money. And to your point, you're like,
I would
you're
die.
like, why are we all on different wavelengths, and who's deciding it? And like,
Yeah.
why do I feel that way? You know what I mean? Like, it is weird. It's like, so then it's like, is it up to you, or is it fate based on the matter that you're made of, depending on the time that you're born, the cyclical nature of the universe, and where in that process you were born? Like, maybe those things do matter. Maybe fate is real. Maybe you are born and then
You know how many people had to? I always think of this. You know how many people had to like get married or just hook up and have a kid, just for me to be here.
right.
And then I'm like, it ends with me.
You're gonna
you
end the
imagine,
bloodline.
like-
But listen, but you don't know that because
no,
fate might
unless
have a
I have a
different-
kid.
Yeah.
But like everybody before me, every ancestor of mine
they got it done.
had a baby, and now I'm the one who stops it
Maybe. Hey, listen, right now it's your free agency
because they
to
made
do
the
that.
perfect
But
person.
sometimes fate
They
might have to step in.
won the game. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. You're the crown princess.
Yeah.
Olga.
It's kind of badass to stop your bloodline.
It is.
It
Can
is.
I tell you something? Is there anything more free agency than that?
It is. It's standing up to biology, evolution.
It's wild.
You know what I think? I'm going to say something crazy right now.
Tell us.
You know what's actually the craziest thing you can do is commit suicide.
God forbid.
You know, I did not come into this world by choice.
But
I'm
you were
leaving on
leaving.
my own terms.
I think I had this
I like
joke,
it.
you know, happily in a relationship now, but I had this joke when I was single where I was like, the best opening line on like a dating app is like, I forgot. It's just like, I was like,
that was fate. Fate
Yeah, I
said,
know.
"Don't run a
What was
fucking
it?
bit on the show."
What did I say? It was just like,
Oh my God.
I was gonna say.
Oh my God, I gotta go.
What time is it?
8:40.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Wait,
Oh, later,
I love
guys.
you.
Okay, I love you
Bye.
guys.
Oh my God.
Olga Namer and Sean Reilly.
Sorry.
No, you're fine,
I'm gonna be so
Nice to
late.
meet you.
So nice meeting you.
dude. Get a. Can you get an Uber?
No, I'm not gonna get an Uber. I'm gonna take a train. Wow.
No, because I'm like that might be faster, right?
I don't think so.
Wow, time flies.
I know, guys.
Have fun.
I
Dude.
love you.
I love you. I'm
Bye.
so sorry. Go, 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 go. Text me later. Go, go, go. Go to your spot.
Bye.
You don't have to stay either. I know you gotta go. I might just
No,
end this one
that's-
solo.
That was fate.
That was fate. That was fate because she was about to drop a lot of racial slurs. Guys, what are you doing? How you got to go too, right?
I'm doing a Korean barbecue, ladies,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen of the audience.
Ladies
doing
and
some
gentlemen of the audience.
KBBQ with the lady.
When are you leaving?
In a little bit, we can chill for a couple.
You want to
more
do like
minutes.
10 more minutes?
Yeah, I think
Let's do 10 more minutes.
I don't even know what restaurant I'm going to. So yeah, let's do. I
See,
can do
and
5
here's
more
the thing:
minutes.
fate will allow it to illuminate. I don't
That
know
rhymes.
if I don't know. You know, and the funny thing is about all this conversation is I still don't know how I feel. Like I still think, like I know what you meant, where it's like, okay, listen, the universe is math. Math has a solution. That solution is fate, right? That E equals MC squared. Y is MX plus B, right? Find whatever. Like these are all things that are definitive. And if they make up the universe, isn't the universe definitive then? Like, wouldn't it be by design?
I mean, it depends on. I mean, the forefront of like science and this kind of research is like, when you get to like the subatomic level, and you talk about quantum mechanics, there's almost like a statistical randomness to the way things happen. You know what I mean? Like at a certain scale, physics is different at a very, very tiny little, when you're talking about like nanometers,
Right.
or like even smaller than nanometers,
Right.
it's not like it's a whole different environment at that level.
Right.
But
Like
that-
the same rules don't apply.
Yeah, like like if I like touch this over and over again, my hand's never gonna pass through the fucking mic stand.
Right.
What if it did?
That would be
Or-
crazy.
Like,
We're like, oh my god, the camera's turned off. We're like, they'll never believe us.
or like it's stuck in the fucking.
You just go home. You go to Korean barbecue. Hey, man. It's just-
Hey, and then she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "My hand passed through a mic stand. I was trying to show the quantum mechanics."
We were trying to show that subatomic particles have nothing to do with defining fate, and my hand went through the fucking thing.
I gotta pay the studio back. But like at the quantum level, maybe my hand actually does pass. Maybe at that level, things do pass through each other, or things quote unquote teleport. So it's like, but then those subatomic relationships or interactions, they actually build up what happens on the macro scale. So all of these like statistical things that happen on a subatomic level determine the operation of our brain.
Sure.
That's just science. That's like our brain is made up of atoms, and the atoms interact and they make the cells and the neurons and the shit. I'm not a fucking neuroscience, but all
No,
that
you're
is,
right.
yeah.
Every little bit is a building block to the grand scheme of it all.
Yeah.
So it even makes sense to say, hey man, maybe the universe is math, and maybe science or maybe science is magic, maybe the universe is math. And guess what, dude? Math has variables, and math has imaginary numbers, and math has proofs, which are ways to solve problems when you can't solve it with an equation, and ways to make sense of things even if they don't make sense. And the universe, like math, you use other parts of the universe to make sense of and find the answers to the rest of it, like you would like you would an isosceles triangle. Okay? Like, I always think about how there are universal rules in the universe, and there's patterns to life, right? That are hard work pays off, right? If you go to the gym, if you work on a comedy set, right? If you create defense contracts with, nations that we are friends with, or warring nations, right? These things, like, they're all, fate is real, and I wonder if the idea of fate is that we are writing it. Like, we're actively writing it. We are right now, the equation's happening.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, then in that case, we wouldn't even be writing it. We're just we're a slave to it.
Fuck.
So, but I don't know. I mean, then you think about, I think it's an unanswerable question. I mean, one thing's for sure is it's not some fucking white guy with a beard in the sky controlling everything.
I don't think so. What do you think? Do you think God's white, black?
I think he's probably Asian.
He's probably Asian.
This is a lot of work.
This is a lot of work. This is a lot of upkeep and a lot of math.
That's a lot of work to keep the universe. And think of something like the universe as, it's an Asian guy sitting at a desk being like, what if I made a universe?
What if I made a universe?
Like that's a white guy would not. A white guy would not do it.
A white guy would make like Pennsylvania, and he'd be like, "I'm like tired."
I know. He'd be like,
"My fucking dad will do it."
He'll golf. He'll like, I'm gonna go golf.
Yeah, he just made the golf course. He's like, "That's enough."
Yeah,
I don't.
Asian guy would be like, "I'm getting this done.
I'm getting this done in 7 days." Deadline 7 days.
7 day. On the 7th day.
6 days.
6 days.
6 days.
He rested.
7 days launch day.
No, dude. I think very interesting conversation for sure.
Yeah, it's something I want to revisit because, I believe it is our fate to figure out fate for the rest of the world.
I would add one thing. It's our fate to stream.
And It's our fate to stream.
Streaming is the future.
Unfortunately, it is likely our fate to stream as well. Folks,
chat, drop W's in the chat.
Chat, drop W's. Chat, is it an L to stream? Or...
Chat, is streaming an L?
Chat, am I an L?
You know what we should do? We should go, chat, is streaming an L? And we should just blow our heads.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you brought that up because I am going to now spit in the face of fate. I have with me a gun with 2 bullets.
And that would be fate.
And we are streaming. We got to go. Guys.
Thank you.
I didn't know how this episode would go, but fate has decided it to go this way. Goodbye.
Hail Satan. Thanks, man.
Dude, of course.
That was fun.
It was cool. I know. Sorry, it was kind of all over the place.
Oh, no. I thought it was really fun, dude.
I thought it was cool. Sick.
It was more introspective.
Yeah, I know. It was nice.